Starts 1 right very long, opens 30, 1 left tightens. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1 right very long, opens 30, 1 left tightens. 30, 4 left, don't cut, into 3 right, into caution, don't cut, 3 left, 50 over crest, 1 right tightens, opens, into turn, unseen, don't cut, 1 left tightens, and 3 right, into 2 left, into 3 right, opens into 1 left tightens, and turn 3 right, into turn immediate 4 left of a crest, opens long, don't cut, tightens 2, into cut maybe 4 right, 30, 3 left, into 3 right, opens 30, open hairpin right, into 3 left, into 5 right, into 4 left, very long, opens 30, 3 right, into 3 left, into turn 2 right, opens, into 4 left, opens very long, tightens over crest, into 3 right long, don't cut, opens, into 2 left, tightens, don't cut, into 6 right, and 3 left, don't cut through narrow grid, opens over crest, into 6 right over crest, into 3 left long, tightens, don't cut, into 6 right, into don't cut 4 left, into 5 right, 20, 4 left, into slow, 2 right, very long, opens over crest, into 4 left, slow 20, keep right over crest, turn unseen, open hairpin left. 3 right over crest, into 5 left, 30, 4 left long tightens, into 6 right, and 6 left, into 2 right tightens, into 2 left tightens, into 4 right, opens over crest, into 6 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, into 5 left, don't cut, and keep right over 30, 6 left over crest long, tightens 3, don't cut, into 1 right, into don't cut 3 left, 20, 6 right, into slow, 1 left tightens, into 1 right tightens, opens, 60 over crest, slow, 2 left, tightens narrow, 30, 4 left tightens, into 5 right, into 4 left, into 2 right long, opens, into 6 right over crest, into 1 left long, tightens, into 2 right, opens over crest, and 4 left long, tightens, toe, into 1 right, opens, into 2 left, into 1 right long, opens, into 4 left, very long, tightens, opens, don't cut, into 6 right, don't cut, into turn 2 left long, opens, tightens 3, into 3 right tightens, 6 left, 6 right, into 1 left tightens, into 6 right, and keep left into 1 right long. opens into flat left, 30, 5 right long, opens of a crest, into 4 left, into 3 right, into caution, 4 left long, tightens 3, don't cut through narrow gate, opens 30, 3 left long, tightens, into 5 right narrow, 2 left tightens, into 6 right, into 4 left, into caution, 5 right long, tightens 1, into 6 left of a crest, opens, keep right of a 60, 3 left, into 4 right, 4 left, very long, 80, 2 right tightens, opens, into 3 left long, into 4 right, opens of a crest, into 1 right tightens, opens, into 3 left, into 5 right, into don't cut 4 left, very long, opens, and 5 right of a crest, opens long of a crest through narrow grid, and keep left of a crest, into 4 right, into 2 left, tightens, don't cut, into 3 right of a crest, into unseen, don't cut, 1 left long, tightens, right of a 30, don't cut, 5 left, into don't cut, 1 right long, opens, into 2 left tightens, into 1 right, opens of a crest, into 3 left, and 5 right of a crest, opens long of a crest, slow 4 left long, tightens 1, tightens, into turn, 1 right tightens, left of a 40, 5 right of a crest, very long tightens, into 4 left long, caution tightens bad, into 4 right long, opens of a crest, 30, 5 left, tightens of a crest, into 5 right, into 3 left tightens, into cut, 6 right of a crest long, into slow turn unseen, open hairpin left, don't cut, into 6 right of a crest and jump, slow 20, don't cut, open hairpin right, opens, keep right of a 30, crest, 3 left long, opens, into 4 right long, opens of a crest, into 3 left, opens of a crest and jump maybe, over finish, 60, How did the car feel in that stage? Do you want to make any setup changes at the next service?
What? We're in the top 10 again. We're in 8th. 25, around 26 seconds behind Bernard. Then we've got Romano, McCain, Walker, Mahmood, Green, Nakamura. Even ahead of the Chinese driver, but Pesky around out of the top 10. And we've got Lambert in 16th. What the hell is going on this rally? Has you got Scott retired as well in his MG Metro after a superb outing. So let's see what happened. Well, it went white as we lost almost 8 seconds in the first split. So a bit slow at the beginning. And then we lost around 3.5 seconds to Bernard as well. So already around 15 seconds back already. And then we lost around 15 seconds for the rest of the stage. What is going on here? So let's see. So we're 1.4 back in stage split 3. And then we lost 5.4 seconds in split 4. So actually around 20 seconds back at this time. So we must have a heck of a second half of this stage then. So 59.2. So around 3 seconds behind Romano. It was the quickest. Then 56.8. Around a couple of seconds. So then Romano again, who was quickest. Then a minute 0.1 We're on 1.7 behind Bernard, and then a 49.3 from McCain is the quickest. And we did a 50.8, so we're only around 1.5 seconds back. Bloody hell. We still got the hat trick though. Body damage, diff winding, wheel wobbling. That's due to that spin we had in the middle of the stage. New co-driver for McCain certainly seemed to work in the second half of that stage. Punctured tyres for Pescu. Malaysian had a wheel wobbling. Car recovered for Vander. Lambert had a punctured tyre, of course he did. Always seems to have a punctured tyre. Recoverable car for Scott, unfortunately. As Ricky dropping engine power, all lights broken. Morgan down in 24th as well. So our rivals as well in the standings, all the way down there. Gonzalez in 12th. Pretty close. But I can't believe that. In the second half of that stage, and comparing us to Bernard, who finished quickest, we'd only lost, it looks like 6.3, 7.2 seconds to him. I can't believe that stage. I honestly cannot. As we're up to 12th. We're 37 seconds ahead of 16th. We're closer to the top 10. Which we're less than 12 seconds off. 11.2 behind Gonzalez. No, we're on the first page. What is going on this rally? As McCain leads by 23 seconds ahead of Mahmood. Then we've got Romano, Walker, Bernard, Green, Chinese driver Nakamura, Popescu, Gonzalez. So we've got O'Gara, the Malaysian, Morgan, and Taylor in the last point scoring position with his Ford, just ahead of Garnier, the Frenchman, by 3.5 seconds. I honestly can't believe what's happening. Let's see if we can continue it in the second half of the rally.
Starts 30 crest and 3 left long and 5 right long. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30, crest and 3 left long and 5 right long. 30, 3 right into 2 left. Into 2 right, extra long, tightens cut. Opens 6 right. Into 3 left long. Opens of a crest, 100, turn unseen, 2 left tightens, 30, 2 right long, opens 50, crest and don't cut, 1 left long, unseen, 30, 6 right long, 80, slow 4 left of a crest into 1 right, tightens don't cut. 60. 4 left. Into 6 right of a crest, into 1 left tightens. 50. Flat middle of a crest, 150. 1 right long. Into 2 left, into 3 right, into 3 left long, tightens 2, into 1 right long, opens 6, into 2 left long, 30, 1 left, and 1 right long, opens flat of a crest, 80. 5 left, extra long of a crest, a jump maybe, into 6 right, 30, small cut, 5 left of a crest bump, 50, 6 right long, and keep left of a 50, 2 left long tightens. Into 3 right, 30, small cut, 3 left, into 5 right long, 160, keep left of a crest, 50, 6 right long over crest tightens, into 5 left long over crest tightens, and 6 right, into 6 left long, tightens 4 over crest, into slow, 1 right long, don't cut, into 2 left long, into 2 right long, into 6 left 30, keep middle of a crest, slow 30, crest and turn 2 right, 30, flat crest and 6 right, extra long of a crest, 30, 6 left, 50, flat right, 100, 3 right long, opens and tightens, 50, turn 2 left long, into 2 right long, opens of a crest, 50, crest and 2 left, small cut, into 5 right long, into 6 left, 50, 5 right, and 4 left long, tightens of a crest, to crest, into 3 right long, opens, 80, flat middle of a crest, 80, slow, keep right into narrow, 6 left long, 50, turn 1 left, don't cut, 50, 4 right long, 100, flat middle of a crest, 150, slow, 6 left into turn, 1 left cut, 50, 5 left long, into 6 right, extra long, 60, flat long crest, 30, 60, flat long crest, 30 over finish, into don't cut, 6 right to stop. That felt good, but let's check the times.
I have no idea what is happening. We're 9th. Again, having a little spin in the middle as well, which cost us a few seconds. And again, we're around 21 seconds behind Bernard, who wins the stage ahead of Romano, Walker, McCain and Green, your top 5. Again, here we've got the Chinese driver, then Nakamura, Taylor and Vender rounding out the top 10 ahead of Sato, Lambert, Magnussen the Russian, Foster, Garnier as well. And we're ahead of Gonzalez, but not by enough. Only around 8 seconds. And look at Mahmood down in 18th as well. Poor stage for him. And got Morgan, who's around the points, having a poor stage too. Same for Ricky as well. I know Taylor was around the points, wasn't he? So he actually quicker than us. So for the rest, slower once again. What the hell is happening here? So again, a bit of a slow start. 5.5 seconds slower. And then we had our spin. We lost almost 12, just over 11 seconds actually to Bernard. So not a good first half of the stage. But then we got on it. We were around 4 seconds slower than Bernard. And then just half a second slower than Bernard in the last split. Just 1.4 behind Walker. Absolutely fantastic end, even though we smashed the car up at the end. The wheel's a bit more than wobbling from the sounds of things, as we definitely got body damage and broken headlights, as you saw at the beginning. Then dropping engine power, puncture tyre for Lambert, broken headlight. He's still going on with that puncture tyre, Lambert. Nico driver for Bianchi doesn't seem to be working, no. You've got minor body damage, cracked turbo pipe for Goa, Morgan, jump start penalty. That's why they're low down. Minor brake wear as well. Stalled in the start line. Did Popescu. Had a good stage previously. Punctured tyres, dropping engine power, and all lights broken for Ricky. As we are still in 12th, but we have closed the gap to 9th. We are just 3 seconds off 9th. What the hell? And we're 49 seconds for 48.5 seconds ahead of Garnier in the last point spot. We're almost 50. We are 50 seconds ahead of 17th. Absolutely amazing leg for us. As McCain is still winning the rally somehow. Romano in second, Walker in third, Bernard fourth, Mahmoud still in the top 5. And we've got Green, Chinese driver, and Nakamura. They're kind of all ahead of us, unfortunately. Covered by a minute, but they're kind of ahead of us by almost a minute as well. So I'm speechless, to be honest, after those first 2 stages. But as you can hear in the background, unfortunately, it's going to be raining for the next stage, as let's repair quite a lot of things on the car now. So exhaust, radiator, diff, oh my god, okay. You might have to leave the diff. Bodywork, wheel geo, lights. Let's go to recommended repairs. So they don't recommend repairing the wheel geo or the bodywork, but we need to repair the diff, and that is it actually. Can we not repair exhaust? Oh, it's 3 seconds over. Are you kidding? What is the mechanic doing? Is one of our mechanics just staring at the car and like, I could help you get this under the 30 minutes, but you know, I've got staring to do. I'm doing the checks and balances, as we need our lights, unfortunately. So lights and diff. The diff's pretty important as well to repair. So use up all the time, and let's get our tyres on then. Still have the same problem. This is after the latest update where they've added the Porsche and the Lancer, and we still have this issue, it looks like. As look at this. 3 top 10 stage times for the first time. Half the stage we've been in the top 10. I don't think we've had a rally where we've been in the top 10 more than once. We've already done it 3 times here in New Zealand. And of course, when we're about to say goodbye to the car, I get good at it. God's sake. So we've got a short leg in comparison to the last leg. So it's a 2.98 miler then in the wet. Some light rain preparing us for the 9th stage. And we've got a wet surface at night, 7.13 miles. The stage we just nailed in reverse, or the normal way. So let's get used to something it in the wet then.
Starts 1 right, very long, opens 30, 1 left tightens. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1 right, very long, opens 30, 1 left tightens. 30. 4 left, don't cut. Into 3 right, into caution, don't cut, 3 left. 50 over crest, 1 right tightens. Opens into turn, unseen, don't cut, 1 left tightens. And 3 right, into 2 left, into 3 right. Opens into 1 left tightens. Turn 3 right, into turn immediate 4 left of a crest, opens long, don't cut, tightens 2, into cut maybe 4 right, 30, 3 left, into 3 right, opens 30, open hairpin right, into 3 left, into 5 right, into 4 left, very long, opens 30, 3 right, into 3 left, into turn 2 right, opens, into 4 left, opens very long, tightens over crest, into 3 right long, don't cut, opens, into 2 left, tightens, don't cut, into 6 right, and 3 left, don't cut through narrow grid, opens over crest, into 6 right over crest, into 3 left long, tightens, don't cut, into 6 right, into don't cut, 4 left, into 5 right, 20, 4 left, into slow, 2 right, very long, opens over crest, into 4 left, slow 20, keep right over crest, turn unseen, open hairpin left. Right over crest, into 5 left, 30, 4 left long tightens, into 6 right, and 6 left, into 2 right tightens, into 2 left tightens, into 4 right, opens over crest, into 6 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3. Into 5 left, don't cut, and keep right over 30, 6 left over crest long, tightens 3, don't cut, into 1 right, into don't cut 3 left, 20, 6 right, into slow 1 left tightens, into 1 right tightens, open 60 over crest and finish 70 to stop. That felt good, but let's check the times.
But I don't care if it rains now, we still got a top 10 stage time. We're just a couple tenths lower than Taylor, who's on a tear now. We're quicker than Gonzalez, so inching closer to the Spaniard. But we've got Romano winning the stage by 7 tenths ahead of Bernard. Then we've got Walker, McKay, Mahmood back on form, and the Chinese driver Nakamura. Got Rapessi just outside the top 10, Lambert. Green down in 13th, but as you can see, it's very close with the stage time, so he's actually not lost a lot of time compared to the front runners. Sato in 14th as well, Magnussen in 18th, Ricky in 20th, Morgan down in 21st. Not having a good kind of middle section of the rally. Now it's the South African who were fighting in last by a country mile as well. So what happened to them? As in looks like they lost it in the second split. Meanwhile, we did lose some time in the first split, but we were much better at the start now. Just lost 4 seconds. The second split was pretty damn good though. I know looking at it, McCain 47.8 nailed it. As we were 2.7 seconds slower than the American. Then the second half of the rally, just 3.8 behind Bernard. And in the final split, despite that slight off in kind of the penultimate corner, we were just 3.8 slower than Walker, who was a monster in that last split. But compared to Taylor, as you can see, we kind of lost it just in that last split in Nürburgring, because we gained back the time we lost in the second split. So that's a bit disappointing. Having that off, maybe we could have beaten Taylor and be even higher on this stage. As we've got body damage, real well, and high engine temperature. We've already got the trifecta. We've got the hat trick. Give us a bit of a bumper as our kind of game ball equivalent. And then we got damaged exhaust for Pesky, squeaking brakes for Green. Must be very annoying. Then broken headlight, dropping engine power for Ricky, diff whining for Estrada, rocks in the road for Bianchi. Major suspension damage for Garnier, so his quest for points might be over. Loose exhaust for Esputito. Again, I don't know how to say it. I was saying that's how you say it. Then stopped to repair, puncher did Vander. That's why he lost over a minute in that split compared to the front runners. So, we're 11th. We're 3 tenths off the top 10. And then we're just 2.7 behind Gonzalez. Look at the gap to 12th and Taylor. 31, 32 seconds virtually. And now South African's dropped to 16th in the last point scoring spot, just 3 tenths ahead of Morgan, but over a minute behind us. As looking further back, Ricky's actually dropped to last. Bianchi, Lambert, doing a bit of a comeback, but only up to 24th. Magnussen in 19th. And there's the Frenchman in 18th now, just 2.3 seconds off a point. Well, McCain still leads, by over 10 seconds. I don't know how he's doing this because he's not winning stages. He's just been very consistent. You've got Romano, Bernard, Walker, Mahmood ran out the top 5. In green, Chinese driving 6th, Nakamura. But Gonzalez, we've got you in our crosshairs. Let's see if we can overtake him on stage 8.
Start flat crest 30, crest and don't cut, 3 right long tightens, into 3 left over crest long tightens. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Flat crest 30, crest and don't cut, 3 right long tightens, into 3 left over crest long tightens. 30, 3 right long, tightens over crest 30. Open hairpin left. Opens. To keep middle of a crest. Into 6 left. Into 2 right long. Tightens, don't cut. Opens. Into cut. 5 left. Into 3 right long. 5 left. Into 6 right long. Opens of a crest. 30. 4 left long, tightens 3, into 4 right long, opens, into 4 left long, opens, into 5 right, slow 30, open hairpin left. Into open hairpin right, opens, 30. 4 right long, opens of a crest, into 5 left long of a crest, into slow, 2 right tightens, into 1 left, 2 right tightens, 30, don't cut, open hairpin left, into 4 right, caution 30, 2 right long tightens, into 4 left of a crest, long tightens, into 3 right long of a crest, into 4 left, to keep right of a crest, 30 through gate, 6 left of a crest long, into 2 right long, opens. Left and 3 right long into open hairpin left. Left into 3 right long tightens, into 2 left, into 6 right, opens 50, 3 right long tightens, into 3 left, into 3 right long tightens, into 6 left over crest 30, 2 right tightens, into open hairpin left, opens, 6 left, into 4 right tightens, into 5 left, and 2 right tightens, 1, into 4 left, and 3 right long, opens over crest through gate, into 3 right long tightens, to 4 left, into 4 right, into 5 left of a crest, extra long, into 5 right, into open hairpin left, 30, caution, 5 left, into 2 right long, tightens 1, tightens, into 6 left of a crest, 6 right, into 2 left tightens, into 2 right long, opens 30, 3 right long, into 5 left, into 3 right long, tightens of a crest, into one left, into one right tightens, into open hairpin left, into two right tightens, opens long of a crest, 30, open hairpin left, into one right, 30, 6 left of the crest, 30, open hairpin left, into 2 right, into 5 left, into 3 right long, 30, 3 right long, opens of a crest into 1 left, to caution, 2 right, tightens 1, into 5 left, opens of a crest, into don't cut, 2 right tightens, 2 left, into 3 right, 30, 6 right, into 5 left, 2 right tightens, into 1 left, opens, into 3 right tightens, into 3 left, into 1 right tightens, into 2 left, into 5 right, into 4 left, into 4 right long, opens 30, 4 right of a crest, into 2 left, into open hairpin right, into 6 left of a crest, into 4 right tightens, into 3 left long, tightens, open hairpin left, opens, into 5 right, 30, 4 left long, into don't cut 4 right, into 4 left long, tightens, into 2 right long, opens, into 6 left long, over double crest through gate, into 3 right tightens, into 6 left, and 2 right tightens, into 6 left long, opens tightens, 3 left uncut, into 4 right long, opens, into 2 right long, tightens of a crest, into 2 left tightens, into 2 right tightens, into 3 left, 30, 4 right long, tightens 3, opens of a crest, into 5 left, into 1 right tightens, into don't cut, open hairpin left, opens 30, 2 left tightens, into 3 right long, into 3 left long, into 2 right, extra long, opens of a crest, into 1 left tightens, into caution, open hairpin right, into 2 left, into 2 right, into 3 left long, into open hairpin right tightens, into open hairpin left, opens of a crest, caution 20, 2 right tightens, into 3 left, into 3 right, 30, 2 right long, opens, 30, 3 left long, tightens, open hairpin left of the finish. How did the car feel in that stage? Do you want to make any setup changes at the next service?
Back to normal, as I made so many mistakes. I reckon I lost around 20 to 25 seconds just from mistakes. So we had the pace again to be in the top 10, but just way too many mistakes. So the good run is over. And it's like, oh, the Chinese driver has been disqualified. Gonzalez is behind us as well. He suffered. So it's not all bad news. And also look at this. McCain, the leader, down in 17th, Popescu in 16th. Unfortunately, Taylor was much better than us. So it's going to be very close with the Ford. But Romano wins the stage out of Walker. Mahmoud, Bernard, Magnussen in 5th as well. He's gaining on us too. But let's look at the splits then. 8 minutes 6. We are 50 seconds slower. So Walker then, 53.0. Oh, we have to scroll again now to find us. So 55.8. That's a pretty decent opening. In a minute 9.7. That does not look good. 11.3 seconds third and Romano, who just nailed it. And then a 55.3 from Bernard, and it's like it's the quickest split. We did a minute 4.4, lost 9 seconds. So we really did struggle to get into a rhythm this stage. You definitely saw that with loads of offs. And a 1:11.2, almost 15 seconds third in Romano. So he'd already lost count of how many seconds we had lost. It's around 35 seconds already in the first half of that stage. So pretty poor beginning, but we did get better. Did get into a rhythm. So 106.8. We did a 111.9. So only around 5 seconds slower. So this is where we get into that rhythm now. So 106.8 again. So a minute 0.1. So we lost around 6.7. Again, we made kind of minor mistakes there. Then a 56 flat. That's only 3.5 seconds slower than Romano. And this side is one of the best splits as well. So like 4th or 5th best split there. We got Foster with 55.7 down in 13th overall on that stage. And then of 114.8. So 110.1. So around 4.3. So we did get much better in the second half of the stage, but chucked it away in the first half. There's engine misfiring for Bernard, driver whining still for Estrada, squeaking brakes, body damage, real wobbling, high engine temperature. Popescu got a hat trick as well. Comms broken, damaged exhaust, clutch slipping intermittently, blowing tyre for McCain, squeaking brakes for Green. Nakamura as well, major suspension damage, major gearbox damage for Gonzalez. And then just disqualified for the Chinese driver. Stopped to fill radiator to do a Spedito. That's why I'm saying that even worse now. We're up to 9th. We're still ahead of Taylor. We're still ahead of the Japanese driver, ahead of Gonzalez now. But to Popescu, we're just less than 9 seconds back. Hang on, no, we can squad. Look at that. We're not just getting points, we're getting the top 10 maybe. As Romano's winning now by almost 27 seconds out of Walker. McCain dropped to 3rd. Then we've got Mahmoud, Bernard, Green, Nakamura, Taylor rounding out the top 10. Magnussen into the points now, but he has closed the gap. Remember, it was over a minute before. Now the gap to 16th is around 47.7 seconds now. So you do have to keep it tidy. Remember, we've got the very long stage with the wet weather. And then we've got Sato as well with... He's around 51, 52 seconds back. So, yeah, it's all about this next stage, I reckon. If we get through stage 9 in one piece, drive a shitload better than we just did, then we're getting points. That's what we've got to think about. There's Lambert onto the edge of the top 20 now. He's been pretty good after that poor start. But look at Ricky down in last. As it is raining. So let's see the repairs. An exhaust radiator. Thank God we repaired the diff. Body work. We can finally repair that. Real Geo as well. Don't even have to repair the lights. So despite driving all over the place, somehow we did not damage the front lights. Let's go over recommended repairs. Yeah, it's everything. So we finally got the car fixed. The final service. Even got 7 minutes left over. Have a cup of tea, mechanics. Need to warm yourselves up in this wet weather. I still can't believe this. Half the stage we've been in the top 10. Could we do it on the next stage? As you can hear, showers, wet surface, but we're in the daytime, thankfully, for this almost 10 miler. Then the 4.55 mile, it looks like it's high speed. And by it's cloudy, it's a dry surface, more importantly. It's sunset, so we can drive like we did on the middle stages where we did so well. And actually on this stage, we did pretty well on the wet surge to the light rain, but now it's a bit heavier. Let's get the soft tyres on. And let's get another top 10.
Starts 40, 6 left, into 3 right long, opens 30. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 40, 6 left, into 3 right long, opens 30, 3 right long, tightens into sudden turn 2 left. 50, 2 right long, tightens, into 3 left, into 3 right, 30, 4 left long, tightens, slow 30, 6 left tightens, turn 2 left, into 3 right long, tightens, 30, 4 left of a crest, small cut maybe, 30, 3 right long, tightens 2, 30, 3 left, 60, turn 5 right, extra long, opens flat of a crest, 80. Right left of a jump, into small cut, 4 right long, into 6 left of a crest long, tightens 3, into 2 right. Into 2 left long, tightens, into 5 right, tightens 4, extra long, tightens, into 4 left, and 3 left tightens. To keep right, into 6 left, and keep right into 5 left long, into 4 left tightens, 30, 4 right long, opens 30, 5 right long, tightens of a bump, into 4 left long, tightens narrow, 100, 5 left of a bump, into unseen, 3 right long, opens 30. Keep right, into slight left and narrow, 4 right, into 6 left, and 3 left, don't cut to a crest, turn 2 right long. Opens of a crest, and keep left into 5 right small cut, 30, 4 left long, opens 40, keep right of a jump maybe into 5 left long, 50, keep left into 5 right long, opens of a jump maybe, into 6 left of a jump long, into narrow, 6 right, into 5 left, extra long, opens, keep right of a big jump to crest, into 6 left long, tightens, 70, keep left, into 5 right, very long, 50, 6 left, extra long, tightens, 3, 30, 2 right long, tightens, into 4 left, opens, into open hairpin right long, opens, into 6 left, into 5 right, into 6 left long, tightens of a crest, into 5 right long, tightens, into unseen, 2 left, extra long, opens, into 4 right, small cut, into 4 left long, opens over crest, into 6 right, 70, cut, 6 right, into 5 left long of a crest, narrow, into 4 right, into 2 left tightens, into turn 3 right, 50, flat left of a jump maybe narrow, 50, 6 left of a bump, into cut 6 right, into 6 left long, opens of a crest 120, 6 left extra long, tightens of a jump, into 4 right, slow 30, turn cut 2 right, opens 250. Right, middle of a narrow crest, 80, 4 left, don't cut, slow 50, turn 1 right. Opens 70. 6 right, into 6 left long, 150. 3 left long, opens of a crest, into 3 right long, tightens. Into 4 left, 60. 6 right, into 5 left, tightens. Into 3 right, tightens. 30, 5 left long, tightens 2. 30, turn 3 right, tightens. 50, 4 left, extra long, tightens. 150, flat left, flat right of a crest long, 30, flat left, slow 6 left of a crest, 30, turn 1 left, 120, 6 right, into unseen, 3 left long, tightens, into 5 right long, tightens 3, into don't cut 2 left, 30 over crest, into 3 right long, 50, into don't cut 2 left, 30 over crest, 4 right long of a crest, 30, 5 left, extra long of a crest, 50, keep right of a crest, 140, slow, 5 left tightens, into 3 right long, into don't cut, 4 left, into 4 right long, tightens, 30, flat left, and keep right into 6 left long, 50, 6 right, small cut, 30, 6 left long, into 6 right of a crest, extra long, to slow crest, and 6 left long, tightens 1, tightens, 40, 1 right long, 50, 3 right long, into 5 left long, tightens 2, into 2 right long, opens 6 long, into 4 left, into slow 4 right, and 1 left long, tightens, 50, flat crest, 50, keep left of a crest, 30, unseen, 1 right long, into 5 left of a crest, into 3 right long, 80, 1 left long, 30, crest and 6 right, 50, 5 left long, into unseen, 1 right tightens, opens long, 50, 1 left, tightens of a crest, 30, turn unseen, 2 right, opens 100, crest and 3 right long, into 3 left long, tightens 1 long, tightens small cut, into 1 right, 30, 4 left long, opens of a crest, 40, 5 left, and 3 right over crest, over finish. That stage was tough, but it felt fast.
We'll take that. 17th, 9:27. We made a couple of big mistakes again. Again, lost around maybe 10 seconds. So again, that should have been a top 10 stage time, but we'll take that. We haven't lost too much time to the drivers around us. It looks like Gonzalez took a second off us. Magnussen took around 6 seconds off us. Vander took less than 10 seconds. And we gained time on the Romanian. Most importantly, Nakamura as well. Down in 19th. Lambert Taylor down in 25th. He thought he got away from us. Or was catching us, should I say. And then looking further up then. So who's in the top 10? Look at Ricky in 9th. Having a clean stage for once. So you got Sarta, Estrada, became Mahmood, Romano, Green, Bernard, Bowes, Walker at the top with an 8:46, and we did a 9:27, so around 41 seconds back. So let's see where we lost the time then. So 1:13.6. We'd already lost around 5.3 seconds in the first split. That's after going wide in that left hand. I don't know. You have to really anticipate that corner to actually get into it, it seems like. And then we got 1:11.5. So you lost around 5.4. So at least we're consistent the first two splits. Then a 1:08.5. This is where the mistakes happened, having our off. So we lost almost 13 seconds, isn't it? Yeah, over 13 seconds. And a 1:06.8. We lost around 4.7 seconds to Bernard. So despite had that poor third split, we're around 25 seconds back. And then we've got split 5, so 1:10.5. We lost 7 seconds on that, so maybe that's the half spin split. And then a 1:03.9, so came back strongly. Lost around 4.6 seconds to Bernard, the only guy breaking the minute barrier. Then a 1:12.9. Again, only around... I was actually around 5.8 seconds, so then Romano really nailed it. And then finally the final split, so 1:19.5. Look at that, just 0.6 slower than Walker and McCain. So really nailed that final split. That did save us on that stage. It's dropping engine power. Heavy rain for Green. Wasn't a heavy rain for everyone. Heavy rain for Ricky as well. Broken headlight, dropping engine power. Stalled in the start line. De Garnier, minor brake wear for the Russian. Gearbox winding for Gonzalez, who got the hat-trick again. Body damage, gearbox winding, high engine temperature. Nakamura, anti-roll, links damage, differential, gear binding as well. And he also hat-trick for the Malaysian, installed in the start line, suspension damage, track wood damage, punctured tyres for Christensen. Not for Lambert. What's going on here? And Taya, damper fluid leaking. So heading into the final stage, look at this. We're in 8th. We're 5.8 seconds ahead with Pesky. We've got the Japanese driver around 18.7 seconds behind us. Then Gonzalez almost 30 seconds back. Same for the South African, as they're just separated by a 10th after 9 stages. Then Sato's around 30. He's gained actually 36.2 back. Then we've got Morgan around 37.7. And then same for Taylor. Again, a 10th separates Morgan and Taylor. And then the last point, Magnussen. He's 41.2 seconds back. And then if we're going to lose a point, we have to be third in Estrada by 47.8 seconds. Let's look at all the MG Metros. They're struggling on this rally. With Ricky in last. And we've got Romano in the lead. He's 3 minutes 14 seconds ahead of us. We don't care about that though. Then you got Walker in second, McCain in third. Look at a Peugeot 205 T16 Evo 2, all on the podium. I'd love to see that in the final rally. But we've got the Lancia Delta S4s of Bernard and Mahmood not too far away. Green is a bit lonely. Same for Nakamura, who's around 50 seconds ahead of us. So let's see if we can bring it home then in the top 10.
Starts 40, 6 left, into 3 right long, opens 30. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 40, 6 left, into 3 right long, opens 30, 3 right long, tightens into sudden, turn 2 left. 50, 2 right long, tightens, into 3 left, into 3 right, 30, 4 left long, tightens slow, 30, 6 left, tightens, turn 2 left, into 3 right long, tightens, 30, 4 left of a crest, small cut maybe, 30, 3 right long, tightens 2, 30, 3 left, 60, turn 5 right, extra long, opens flat of a crest, 80, flat left of a jump, into small cut, 4 right long, into 6 left of a crest long, tightens 3, into 2 right, into 2 left long, tightens, into 5 right, tightens 4, extra long, tightens, into 4 left, and 3 left, tightens, to keep right, into 6 left, and keep right, into 5 left long, into 4 left, tightens, 30, 4 right long, opens 30, 5 right long, tightens of a bump, into 4 left long, tightens narrow, 100, 5 left of a bump, into unseen, 3 right long, opens 30, keep right, into slight left and narrow, 4 right, into 6 left, and 3 left, don't cut to a crest, turn 2 right long, opens of a crest, and keep left into 5 right, small cut, 30, 4 left long, opens 40, keep right of a jump maybe, into 5 left long, 50, keep left into 5 right long, opens of a jump maybe, into 6 left of a jump long, into narrow, 6 right, into 5 left, extra long, opens, keep right of a big jump, to crest, into 6 left long, tightens, 70. Keep left, into 5 right, very long, 50. 6 left, extra long, tightens, 3. 30, 2 right long, tightens, into 4 left, opens, into open hairpin right long, opens, into 6 left, into 5 right, into 6 left long, tightens of a crest, into 5 right long, tightens, into unseen, 2 left, extra long, opens, into 4 right, small cut, into 4 left long, opens of a crest, into 6 right, 70. Cut, 6 right, into 5 left long of a crest, narrow, into 4 right, into 2 left, tightens, into turn 3 right, 50, flat left of a jump, maybe narrow, 50 over finish, into 6 left to stop. How did the car feel in that stage? Do you want to make any setup changes at the next service?
It wasn't a top 10 stage time, but we're pretty close. Just a couple of seconds off it. We're in 14th, but most importantly, we made it through without any major mistakes. We had a couple, actually quite a lot of minor ones, but eventually was getting in the top 10. But man, I think we have done it. As Walker wins the final stage of the season ahead of Romano, Green back on form ahead of McCain, and Bernard, Mahmood, Morgan making it 3 Americans in the top 7. You've got Magnussen, Garnier, Agawa. And then we've got Venter, and then Gonzalez, Sikorsky. So I think that's how you say it. Estrada, Ricky, Lambert, Nakamura you beat. In the final stage, I've got Esposito. Pick whatever pronunciation you want. In Christian rounding out the top 20, had Bianchi. Then we've got, is it Kai? Is that how you say it? The Malaysian. They've got Popescu, Taylor, Foster, and Sato. As for retirement, Scott Santos, Kiang, and then Diaz. So let's look at the splits for the final time then. So 103.6, 59.5, so just around 4 seconds off. Then 59 seconds, around 4.9 off Walker, so around 10 seconds back already. Then the third split, 51.1, that's where he made quite a few minor mistakes, so it lost over 6 seconds. In the final split, 103.6, pretty decent ending, just around 3.3 off Romano. He was quickest in that final split. As stage notes then, dropping engine power, moderate brake wear for Bernard. Track damage for Mahmood, anti-roll links damage for Garnier. Then gearbox whining for Gonzalez, comms broken, minor brake wear for Sikorsky, while we had body damage, gearbox 1.9 engine temperature, clutch slipping intermittently for Estrada. And look at all the issues for everyone outside the top 10. It is so weird, I find, compared to other groups as well, or classes such as Class A, who had mistakes all over the shop. Now, I'm not sure it's because we're in the elite tier and make less mistakes, less issues, but it's just strange with the lack of issues for the top 10 compared to everyone else. Then we've got broken headlight, dropping engine power for Ricky, broken headlights for Lambert, anti-roll links damage, diff gear binding for Nakamura, damaged exhaust, dropping engine power for Espirito, puncture tyres for Christian, fans in the road for Bianchi, suspension damage, track quad damage for the Malaysian for Ka. Then damaged exhaust, engine misfiring for Popescu, Taya, damper fluid leaking, minor brake wear, jump start penalty for Foster, and gearbox damage and stop to repair puncture did Sato. So we did it. We finished in the top 10. We got the points in the Group B car. That is our aim for this season, just to get some points, and we have smashed it on the final rally, finishing in 8th. I am ecstatic. I'm a bit tired, so I'm not shouting all over the place and not, running around the block doing a victory lap. But I'll do that tomorrow morning when I wake up in my underwear. So at 6 in the morning, I'm sure no one will be looking. And then we've got Agawa in 9th, and then Popescu, Fenter, Gonzalez, Morgan, Magnussen, Estrada, and Taylor grabbing the final point by around 7 seconds ahead of the Russian. Sikorsky, then we've got Nakamura. In the end, he's only around 44 seconds ahead. So if we actually drove perfectly, I feel like this rally, we could be up there approaching at least the top 7. I'm not sure about the top 6 because they're quite a way ahead of Nakamura by around a minute. But we could have been challenging the Japanese driver if he just got into the groove a bit early in this rally. And then we've got Green just behind Mahmood by around 43 seconds, very close. And then to Bernard, it's even closer, around 4 seconds or 3.5 seconds. Then you've got Bacane rounding out the podium, around 20 seconds behind Walker, who's around 20 seconds behind Romano. It is an all Peugeot podium. Lancia Delta's 4-7. Then the Audi Quattro ahead of the Ford Escort, and then the Peugeot rounding out the top 10. You also got the Lancia Delta 11, so MG Metro as well in 12. So all of the different mates scored points. That is good to see. So here we go then. We are 24th with 12 points. Amazing outcome in the end, as we got a championship reward for doing rubbish, 768,700 credits. That's not bad. Elite place 24th, no change. So you don't get demoted. we just stay elite. I don't mind that, as that is actually going to be the end of career mode as well, as I'm not sure how to progress to master. I am not that good. I don't think I am. A bit like WRC7 where we found our level of being around third. We're not consistent enough to challenge for the top. I'm probably just not consistent enough to get up to the master level. I remember in Dirt Rally 1 I actually was at that top level, and as you've probably seen with this car, I'm not the best driver. I'm not the best rally driver. So maybe with more practice I could be, because for every game I actually play, I just play it when you're watching it. I don't really do any practice at all. So maybe if I actually did practice, would be a bit better. The only actually games I've got to practice for, the sim games like iRace, and I practice a bit, sometimes for the races. Even though in the last race I didn't practice or won it. It's a very poor split, but still, it's amazing how you can just hop on out of that field. And then yeah, for the R Factor 2, Automobilist, Racer and Racing Experience, for all those videos, yeah, I do practice for those sims, but for almost everything else, like MotoGP, like Supercross, yeah, I just hop on and you see the magic. You did not see the magic on this season, and I think even with my best car, which would be cars with four-wheel drive with lots of grip, which I can actually wrestle around corners. I could wrestle that car around the corner fantastically in New Zealand. Like I said, we finally got on top of the car. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late for the season. But even at our best, as you saw, we're challenging for like 8th or 7th in this car. Even with a car that I'm very good in or much better at, that's more my style, say the Group A Subaru that we started off things with, or the 2000s, say the Skoda, or the modern ones like the Fords and the Subarus. Like those cars, I could probably get top 5 maybe on certain rallies, such as Spain maybe, or New Zealand, but I don't think I have the speed to get to the top 3 and progress to the Master DLC. So that is going to be the end of career mode and the end of Dirt Rally 2.0 for the time being. Of course, I'll pop into Dirt Rally for the DLC releases, because you got Wales Rally GB coming at the middle of this month. You've also got Germany coming middle of next month. We've also got some cars coming as well. We just had, as I said, the Porsche and Lancer, so maybe check those out. Also, in Korea, I wanted to check out all of the car classes. So we still got the 60s cars, the Group N cars, I call them, then the Mitsubishi Lancer Evos, Subaru Imprezas, and then we've got the R2s, like the front wheel drive cars, not a lot of horsepower, R5 cars, which is basically the national series for everywhere and the second tier in the World Rally Championship. And then again, some of the DLC cars as well, and the GT group as well. Well, you want to try out the GT group, but we're going to try those out in maybe championship scenarios with the hardcore damage on, at a difficulty we can actually drive at as well. So yeah, that may be happening in the future as we lead into, say, WRC 8 coming out in the autumn or fall, wherever you are, so, or summer, I guess, if you're down under. So yeah, we've got still lots to cover in Dirt Rally 2.0. It's just not going to be in career mode. This is the end of career, and I guess normally I sum up the game, don't I, at the end of the career mode. So for Dirt Rally 2.0, at the moment, unfortunately, I think it's going to be my most disappointing game of the year. I don't see any other games kind of topping that, unfortunately, because I seen like many people bought into the hype. We had high expectations for Dirt Rally 2.0, and I think underneath it all, there's a game that has the potential to kind of live up to that, be much better than Dirt Rally. Because there's some things they've had is such as all the kind of deformation, or the 150 different, kind of the road states, and all the different cars. Like, I feel like the handling of the cars are a bit better. You just don't get it in the force feedback. It's just holding itself back. I don't know what Cody's are doing. They have the base of a fantastic game, and they've just messed it up. They've just gone with the same career. There's no chance to turn on hardcore damage. You have to do championships for that. There's no chance to mess with the difficulty. I understand they've gone for the same as, you know, Dirt Rally 1, where it gets harder as you go on. I don't mind that personally, but it's just a lack of options in career, especially when you look at, say, F1 2019. Look at all the options they have for career mode. And then look at all the options, the lack of options you have for career in Dirt Rally 2.0. It is disappointing. Also, I've got to check out the rally course. I've got to do that as well in career. We might start a rally course career further down the line as well. And then the DLC system with the seasons. Don't agree with it at all. Even though I'm a sucker and bought the deluxe edition because as I said, I bought into the hype of the game. And then it's just not worth it with Monte Carlo, with Sweden basically being the same. Well, at Monte Carlo, they've changed some of the different surface feels. You know, when you get on the ice, that's pretty nice. But they're still just the same stages. They are remastered. I don't know why they did not bother to go with the Hitman system. Where if you've got Hitman 2, you got all of the Hitman 1, Season 1, or Hitman rebooted Hitman 1. You got all of those levels as well if you had previously owned Hitman 1. So I don't know why they did not do that idea. Why they got a bit more greedy and just did this season nonsense. And yeah, they messed up multiplayer as well. They've just added clubs in the last month. I don't know why that wasn't in initially, because the league system in Dirt Rally was fantastic. It wasn't the best, but you could at least organise events and you could join clubs. And there's a sense of, I'll just say, community, I guess, in Dirt Rally Online. You don't really get that sense in Dirt Rally 2.0. If we back out of here, so we've got a reward. What have we got? Reward. Event rewards. Oh, I did an event, did I? Okay. What's that from? Hang on. Oh, it's just careers. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't bother enhancing. So you know, now we've got RaceNet clubs and we've got custom for the online stuff. And if you go for historic as well, so choose classic rally as well, just to demonstrate my point. I'll skip through that. So yeah, these are nice as well, but if I select this, go through this, at the beginning as well, you could select, like, when you first get into this, you can select, like, hardcore damage on or off, and so you can, like, tailor the championship. Again, I'll skip the video, just in case, and then I guess it's the same for the World Rallycross Championship. And again, this pisses me off as well, being a Rallycross fan, because you have the official license for a World Championship, you don't even bother to release all of the tracks for it. Imagine that for F1 2019. Yeah, we've got 15 tracks for you. We'll release the other 5 as DLC. There would be uproar in that. But because Rallycross is kind of tacked on to Dirt Rally 2.0, like, you can't just have a rally game. They kind of merged it with Rallycross like they did with Dirt Rally. They get away with it. They get away with shortchanging Rallycross fans. And then people want Cody's to have the World Rally Championship license. When Kirtan are doing an okay job with that, considering what the resources they have and what they have to aim for, which is a bit more casual market. No way do I want Cody's to have WRC license. They do the same shit. They split it up. They're doing what they've done with the F1 series now, put in microtransactions, have all of this DLC, like the Legends DLC, Anniversary DLC, have all these tiered kind of releases. It's AAA shit. I don't want that for officially licensed WRC game, for officially licensed Rallycross game, but we've got it. Kineton also did that as well, but they did it with the GT, with the Porsche. They had that as like pre-order DLC, and I think that was about it. They even included the China rally in WRC, so when it didn't even go ahead, so we actually got a bonus rally in that game. But yeah, just I'm rambling now, but yeah, I'm just so disappointed with Dirt Rally 2.0. As I said, they just held themselves back, Cody's. They have a basis of a fantastic game, and they've just, as I said, split up, butchered it with the season pass, with all the content, and just messed with all the options. Just the physics probably are better, as I said, but they just messed up with the force feedback. They've had a minor update for that, adding a bit more, especially when you go off, like onto the grass. So yeah, now I can feel it, or the car at least reacts to it. But you don't really feel it in the surface, in the gravel, in the tarmac. Like the tarmac handling's virtually not changed at all. So yeah, it is just disappointing. Dirt Rally. I do like Phil Mills. I like him much better as the co-driver. But again, some of the pace notes, just especially with the Group B car, I've noticed, just do not feel like they've been tested with the Group B car. Like they tested it, like probably with all of the cars, no doubt, but it just doesn't feel like it. Like their pace notes, all the pace notes are the same for every car, but what would be a 4 for a Group B car might be like a 3 for another car, and so it's just off. And that's what I found recording with the Group B car. So many pace notes were off. I'm more doing it visual. You saw in New Zealand, I'm listening in, but I'm more checking what's coming up, because luckily it's a bit more open, and especially in that final stage, I could see where I'm going, rather than actually listen to Phil Mills, which I don't want to do because I like Phil Mills. He's actually a really good co-driver. And I do like the staff system as well, where you can hire all your new staff. Let's hire an engineer as well. Might as well do that. It's a shame you can't choose your staff. I remember you could do that in Dirt Rally, but it doesn't look like you can do it here. Yeah, let's just get all the engineers. There we go. Welcome to the team, Roy and Ross. But then, again, I'm not sure if all the credits kind of linked all together in single player. I think that's the same with Dirt Rally as well. But it wasn't on online, was it, as well? I can't remember. I have to go back to Dirt Rally. But yeah, some of the cars as well are alright. Like all the car, like handling, not feedback, but handling and physics feel alright and feel a bit more improved. Because I remember it was a bit loosey-goosey with some cars in Dirt Rally 1, like there's no weight or no feel from the rear. At least you get that a bit more, or at least, well, not feel, but at least you get, if it was like weights on the car, on the rear, especially with like the Group A cars, like you can actually chuck them around and it actually feels a bit more like realistic. Again, I won't say feels, but you know, the car reacts, say, a bit more realistic. Like I said, with the feedback, you can't really feel it, but it seems like underneath, like with the physics, like faintly, you can maybe feel it. So yeah, and I do like the addition of, say, the GT car. But again, with the car list, they've taken away some cars, such as the late 90s, like the Maxis, like the Peugeot Maxi. Like, where's that? The Citroen Zaras. And the early thousands Imprezas as well, like my favourite kind of rally cars growing up, those 2003 or 2001 Subaru Impreza with Richard Burns, that one with that Peter Solberg one in as well. But we do have the 2000 and... is this the 2007 one? I can't remember now. No, 2008 Subaru, which they totally kind of remodeled, and it was actually probably the worst Subaru Impreza they had, unfortunately, before they withdrew at the end of the season. So it's done much better in Rallycross, especially in, I think it's Patrick Sandell's hands in Global Rallycross back when it existed. So yeah, and I do like the R2, R5. I do like these cars as well for the Rallycross, kind of being introduced, like this speed car. That's pretty good fun to chuck around. So yeah, there's some good additions on the car list, but some mystifying subtractions, and especially Lancer 037. I mean, the Group A version, where's that? I know it was in V Rally as well, V Rally 4 with Kiloton. I'm not sure if they've nicked it or not, but Anyway, I've rambled for over like 10 minutes now. So yeah, Dirt Rally 2.0, disappointing, frustrating. Really wish it was better. Did not have a hope in hell of co-models actually improving that. But at least we're getting kind of content all the time, I guess, through the DLC seasons, BS. But I hope you enjoy career mode. Maybe I didn't enjoy it as much with the Group B cars. As I said, I don't enjoy the Audi as much as I enjoyed, say, like driving the Peugeot in Dirt Rally, the original. But we did get a hang of it in New Zealand. We did score points in the end. We're not pointless. And it showed that we could be competitive. We just put our mind to it and actually did not make so many mistakes. But I'll be back with more Dirt Rally 2.0. We'll be back with more off-road racing as well as we build up for WRC. It might go back to WRC 6, I think it is, because I did WRC 7, but not WRC 6. I don't want to go back to WRC 5 because that's not a good game. But WRC 6, I definitely will try and go back to maybe in the next couple of months to lead up to WRC 8. And as I say, we go back to Dirt Rally 2.0 just to show off all the content I haven't and the cars I haven't. So hope you enjoyed all the rambling and the driving, thankfully for once, in this series. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.